Hey everyone, my name is Crystal and I have Eliza with me. Our team is Insightful Minds Design. And so this is week 5 for IDET 5300, and we're going to share our assignments for this week. This is our team, and Liza can go first.
All right. Well, this week I had assignment number 10, and that was with social interdependence and authentic tasks. So first what I did was I was adding to the current presentation. I added 3 presentation to have enough room, and I ran down what the actual instructions were. So I was to read through the actual presentation, look at everything, and then I found 2 different articles. Actually, I found 3 articles, 2 deep web articles and 1 surface web article in relation to this presentation. So once I read those articles, I was able to synthesize everything and come up with 3 questions that were relating to the overall lesson. So the first slide really consists of my understanding of the instructions. So the highlighted area basically just runs down my understanding or interpretation of the assignment. So my understanding is that I'm to prepare 3 correlating questions to the presentation, and also using at least 1 deep web link and 1 surface web link. I need to create 3 questions with answers to this presentation. After that, I am to synthesize the response to the correlating question, and I've chosen to do the web conference option, of course, with Crystal. So the next slide is the questions. So if you can click on that one. So my 3 questions in relation to I came up with: what are the key factors influencing positive social interdependence and problem-based learning? So the study actually identified, the one that I read, or the article that I read, the articles I read, there were 2 attributes. And academic inquisition refers to students' curiosity and engagement with the learning material. It prompts them to share insights and problems with others. And then on the other hand, the desire for efficiency relates to students' motivation to complete tasks with minimal effort. These attributes impact how students interact within groups. And this is also reflected on slide 4 and 5. So this is how it tied in with the actual presentation. The second question is: what are the primary concerns addressed regarding online collaborative learning compared to face-to-face environments? And the study that I read did address 2 main concerns regarding OCL compared to face-to-face learning environments. However, this particular presentation did not specifically mention that, but I did feel that overall, it did mention in slide 3 of the presentation, it highlighted shortcomings of forward and backward design. So that was sort of related to the topic. And slide number 5 did touch on types of learning and engagement, but both types of environments do aim for active student participation and positive student outcomes. So that's how they all tie together. The final question is: what is the primary objective of the 5 key components essential for structuring active learning according to social interdependence theory? And it is to foster cooperation, behavior, and mutual dependence among individuals in educational settings. And that was something that was connected with all 3 of the areas that I looked at. So that's pretty much what my assignment was. At the very end, or the very last slide, I did note my 3 main articles, which were my 2 deep web articles and my surface web article. I utilized the TAMUCC library database to help with my research. And that's pretty much it.
Awesome job.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Well, I will go ahead and share with you what my assignment was about. We had game design research and practice. And so the responsibility of myself, along with whomever else had this assignment, was to look at this presentation, Leveling Up Game Design Research and Practice for Instructional Design. And then we were to add some deep web or surface web quotes from references. So we actually had to look at the information and then find quotes that correlated with the topic and then add them down here in the notes sections to whomever else has added them before. And so I highlighted mine yellow. So here we're talking about games and learning. And so I added the information with game-based immersive virtual reality learning environments, GIVRLES, can significantly change in education. With the rapid development of virtual reality techniques and all the other virtual reality information, game-based virtual reality environments can significantly change education. So that's what I added here. And then the next slide, I continue talking about game-based virtual reality and learning and education and how it's a kind of active learning motivated by experience of challenge, enjoyment, and engagements. And it's situated knowledge representation that facilitates knowledge acquisition. And so after each one of the quotes that I shared, I also shared the reference that it came from. Here we have games and play theory. To balance entertainment and learning, one possible solution is to combine existing learning theories with game design rationales via VR techniques. The frequently used theories in educational games mainly consist of behaviorism, constructivism, and flow theory. The competitive and collaborative features of the designed game let the students be oriented to the mastery goal, thus being focused on learning the subject and finding the best strategies. Let's go ahead. Okay. So we're seeing here that there are lots of benefits to including games. So things seem to be a little interesting when there's so many people editing a document. Things seem to change.
I
Okay,
agree.
so to be effective, an educational game has to be both pedagogically sound and engaging. That is key. You can always have something for education, but if it's not engaging, the learner is going to lose interest very quickly. Okay. Games with central components such as visualization, exploration, and problem solving contribute to learning through experimentation and creativity, especially in science. Educational games provide many benefits to educators, students, and researchers, as well as equipping students with relevant knowledge and skills through real life experiences. And then on the last slide, I have cooperative learning model aims to equip students with problem solving, searching, questioning, sharing, and examining skills, contributing significantly to their academic development. So the whole purpose of having e-learning games or any types of games, even if you're using manipulatives in the classrooms, is to make sure that the students are engaged, but they're actually able to problem solve and to be able to relate what they're learning to real life. They should also be able to explain what they're learning and explain the learning objectives from the games that they're doing. So the games should be intentional and purposeful in order to be effective. So those are the 9 quotes that I added, and I used 3 different deep web references from our library resources. So that ends our conference, and we will hop on over to Celebrate and Elevate. Thanks so much for watching.
Thank you.